Have you ever been in the perfect relationship for 7 months, with romantic dinners, weekend getaways? Everything amazing when it's just the two of you, but the second you mention meeting your friends, he suddenly has a work crisis, a cold, or his cousin is in town every single time. I thought it was bad luck. Until I saw the photo that proved he's perfectly capable of being social, just not with the people who matter most to me. What happens when I finally force the group dinner he can't escape? That was me. 7 months with Alex. 7 months of perfect one-on-one bliss. Candlelit dinners he cooked himself. The kind where he'd dim the lights just right, pour the wine slowly, and play that playlist he curated just for us. Songs that felt like they were written about the way he looked at me across the table. Weekend getaways to little coastal towns where we walked the beach holding hands like no one was watching. Talking about everything and nothing until the sun set and the stars came out one by one. Late night talks that went until dawn. The kind where you share childhood stories you've never told anyone. Biggest fears you've buried deep. Future dreams that feel too fragile to say out loud. And everything in between. He remembered my favorite flowers. Peonies in spring because they remind me of my grandmother's garden. Dahlias in fall for their bold colors. My coffee order: oat milk, 1 pump vanilla, extra hot, no foam. Even the way I like my pillows fluffed, just so, not too firm, not too soft. When it was just us, he was attentive, romantic, present. The man every woman says she wants. The one who makes you feel chosen every single day. But the second I mentioned my friends, he vanished. Work crisis. Sudden cold. Cousin in town, always the same cousin, always perfectly timed. So, when did "I'm not ready to meet your friends" become the slowest burning red flag in modern dating? Is it fear of commitment or fear of what his life looks like when it's not just the two of us in our perfect protected bubble? Or is it something deeper? Men today afraid that letting the relationship out of the private sphere makes it too real, too accountable, with no easy way to keep it in that perfect, controlled vacuum? It started innocently enough, or at least that's what I told myself at the time. Month 2, I casually mentioned a birthday dinner for my best friend, the one we've done every year since college, complete with her favorite Italian place and too much cake. "Oh, that sounds fun," he said, kissing my forehead softly. "But I have a big presentation the next morning, rain check?" "Fine. Work is work. Who hasn't canceled for a deadline?" I let it go without a second thought, even felt a little proud of how seriously he took his job. Month 3, a casual rooftop brunch with the girls, the kind where we drink mimosas and catch up on everything from work drama to bad dates. "I'd love to, but I'm coming down with something, don't want to get everyone sick." "Okay, health first. Thoughtful, even." I told myself he was considerate, the kind of guy who thinks about others before himself. Month 4, a group hike we do every spring, the one with the perfect view at the top and packed lunches. My knee's been acting up from that run last week. I bought the ice pack myself and rubbed his leg that night, feeling like the caring girlfriend. Month 5, game night at my place. Cards, wine, laughter until midnight, the usual chaos. Client dinner ran long, next time I promise, babe. By month 6, the excuses had a pattern I couldn't ignore anymore. Always polite, always plausible on the surface. Always last minute, like he waited until the 11th hour to decide. And always when my friends were involved. Meanwhile, our one-on-one life was beautiful, almost too beautiful to question. He'd surprise me with picnics in the park, complete with my favorite blanket from home and that sparkling rose I love, the one with the tiny bubbles that make everything feel celebratory. Send flowers to my office, just because, with notes handwritten in his neat script that made me blush at my desk in front of colleagues. Plan entire weekends around things I'd mentioned in passing, like that little bookstore town 2 hours away I'd always wanted to visit, where we spent the day browsing dusty shelves, drinking hot chocolate from paper cups, and finding first editions like hidden treasure. When it was just us, he looked at me like I was the only person in the room, even when the room was crowded with strangers. So why did the idea of my friends make him vanish like smoke? Is he ashamed of me? Does he worry I won't measure up in front of people who know me best, who've seen me at my worst and still love me? Is he hiding something or someone else? Another life he doesn't want overlapping with this one. another woman, or another version of himself he keeps separate? Or is he just one of those modern men who love the intensity of the bubble but panic when it touches real life? Do they fear that once friends are involved, the relationship has stakes, expectations, opinions from others? No way to keep it in that perfect, controlled vacuum where everything stays easy and ideal? Because let's be honest, aren't a lot of men today terrified of merging worlds? Afraid that if their friends see how soft they are with you, how they light up when you walk in the room, it'll ruin some independent guy image they've built over years. Or afraid that my friends will ask the questions he's avoiding, like, where is this going? Or when are we meeting him properly? Or worse, afraid they'll see through him, see the parts he only shows me in private, and call him out on it? By month 7, I stopped asking. The excuses had become background noise, like white noise I'd learned to tune out just to keep the peace. But the doubt? That grew louder every day, whispering in quiet moments when we were curled up on the couch or driving home from another perfect date, when I'd look at him and wonder what he was really thinking. Is a perfect one-on-one relationship still perfect if it never leaves the bubble? Or is it just a beautiful illusion waiting to pop like a soap bubble that looks magical until it touches reality? Do men today want the girlfriend experience without the girlfriend title in public, without the integration that makes it official? Are they keeping us separate because they're not sure we're the one? Or because they're not ready to admit we might be, and that scares them more than being alone? Then came the twist that flipped everything upside down. Last week, my best friend sent me a photo from a networking event she attended for work. There he was, Alex, in the background, laughing with a group of people I'd never met or heard about. Suit on, drink in hand, looking relaxed, charming, completely at ease, like he belonged there. The caption: ran into your guy. He's great. Why haven't we met him yet? My stomach dropped like I'd missed a step on the stairs. He'd told me he had a work thing that night. A boring industry mixer he couldn't get out of, the kind he usually avoids but had to show face. But there he was, social, charming, meeting strangers, networking like a pro. Just not my friends. Tell me, when did private turn into selective? If he can network with industry people he barely knows, laugh with strangers over drinks, put on the charm for professional gain, why can't he have brunch with the women who've been my family for 15 years? Who've held me when I cried and celebrated when I succeeded? Is it me he's hiding? Or the version of himself he shows when he's with me, the soft, romantic one he keeps locked away from the world? Is he afraid my friends will see the real him and tease him for it, call him whipped, ruin his cool guy reputation? Or is he afraid they'll ask the questions he's avoiding, see through the excuses, and force him to admit what he really wants? Because if he's comfortable being charming Alex in public for work, but disappears when it's my people, what does that say about how he sees us? What does it say about how ready he really is for something real? I haven't confronted him yet. I'm sitting here, staring at that photo on my phone, zooming in on his smile with strangers, wondering if I'm overreacting, or if I've been living in a perfectly curated bubble that's about to burst like all bubbles do. So ladies, tell me your stories. Have you ever dated the perfect guy who wouldn't integrate into your life, who kept you in a beautiful private world but away from everyone else? Did you push for answers and get the truth? Or walk away before the bubble popped on its own? Because tonight, I'm planning a group dinner. Casual, low pressure, my closest friends. And I'm inviting him, whether he shows up with a smile or comes up with another perfectly plausible excuse. Will tell me everything I need to know about whether this secret is worth keeping. Thanks for watching.